Alright, so I've got both control arms off of the truck at this point. I'm going to go ahead and remove all of the old hardware. I've got to unbolt the 2 bolts here, and I think slide one of these out, one of the metal bushings, that is. You can see these are all old and dry rotted. They're not as wobbly as I thought they'd be. I thought they'd be all messed up. This is a 1998 Chevy S10. It's got 170,000 miles on it. I thought they'd be in a lot worse condition than this, but I'm assuming with all that cracking and stuff, it's probably just about time for new bushings anyhow. So they're coming out, the new stuff's going in. So unbolt the 2 bolts on either side. I think I'm going to try to use like a punch or something and a hammer and try to push this that way. If not, then I may try to use the air chisel to kind of air chisel it right here. You do have to air chisel these 4 rivets right here for this ball joint to come out. So while I've got the air chisel, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And also over on the lower control arm, this metal piece right here is mushroomed out. That's part of the bushing that needs to be pushed out. It's not like that on this side, but I'm going to go ahead and use the air chisel to get rid of that as well. So that's the first step, is getting all this old garbage off. I'm going to go ahead and press out this ball joint. While I'm at it with the ball joint press, I'll show you how to set that up in a minute. But essentially what needs to happen here is all that old stuff needs to come out. You've got to press these new metal bushings in. These slide inside of that, and then those go in the center, and then the bolt goes through that to hold it to the body of the truck. So I'm going to get all these old ball joints out and all this stuff. If I run into any tips or tricks for you, I'll let you in on that little secret if I figure something out. But I think it's just going to be using an air chisel and a lot of work, really. So I'm going to get to it. I figured, hey, this part's kind of cool, right? Let's go ahead and just show them a little air chisel action. I already got the one off, hitting these other 3 here. It's actually a pretty easy process with the air chisel. Just kind of put it in position, hold everything down tight, and pull the trigger. Boom, easy. There we go. All 4 are out. There might be a little mushrooming around here, so you might have to use a punch or a file or something, or a grinder to kind of get this off here. But it shouldn't be that difficult to get out. I'm actually going to try to give it a tap with a little hammer and see what happens. Well, I say a little hammer. Like this is a little hammer. Boom. Hey, how do you like them apples? So that's one out. I'm going to continue the process, keep going.